Alright guys and gals, so you can visit wordpress.org if you'd like to, meet WordPress. They're an open source software you can use to create a beautiful website, blog, or app. Open source just means it's an open marketplace here, sort of like the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store, where everyone can build stuff for it and add to it, and then you just get to enjoy all that cool stuff from WordPress, usually for free. But you don't need to actually download WordPress like you would an app or something. You don't need to click Get WordPress because the website software hosting software we're going to use today, SiteGround, comes with unlimited copies of WordPress, and we're going to use SiteGround to download WordPress and install it for us in one click without coding required. But it is kind of fun to be here to click on Showcase. That way you can see who's now using WordPress, like SUNY New York, Target, Adobe. If that doesn't ring a bell, you can click celebrities and maybe you'll see some names here like Alanis Morissette, love her, LL Cool J, and so on and so forth. You can click technology if that's the kind of site you want to make. I mean, the New York Post uses WordPress. Like, this is one of the most trafficked sites, but also one of the most important sites for ad revenue. Look at those cool ads that come up. And when you use WordPress, you can do all sorts of stuff like this on your own to run your own sort of magazine style blog if that's what you want to do. Alright, so enough at wordpress.org. Just wanted to show you that it's here and there's a lot of resources. If you want to ever make themes or plugins, you can check those out too. There's lots of action going on here and a ton of free stuff to enjoy. Alright, so to get started and make your own WordPress blog / website, they are the same thing when you start out. You just want to visit the link beneath the video, and this is just an example of a previous video people followed. So I'm going to leave you guys a link beneath the video that'll say something like get biggest discount at SiteGround. Believe me, not everyone finds this, and so not everyone gets to the right page, but this will take you to the right page to follow the tutorial. So just pop beneath the video and click on the bit.ly link, and then we can proceed. Alright guys, so welcome to SiteGround. That link, by the way, was my affiliate link. Some people like knowing that. If you click on that link and sign up, I might earn a commission. It comes at no cost to you, but more importantly, it makes sure you get to the right page at SiteGround, which is their managed WordPress hosting that we're going to sign up for today. And it also ensures that you get the discounted price. You can see the prices here, like $3.95 are discounted from the regular price of $11.95, and across the board you get the discounts too, and also any seasonal special discounts. I'll make sure that link gets those for you as well, so you get the best. So you might wonder, why do you want to be on the managed WordPress hosting page right here instead of on the normal web hosting page right here? If we click on this tab through the menu, we can see that it's a slightly different looking page, and most hosts, SiteGround included, offer these two good ways to install WordPress. There is a basic web hosting, which we usually go with in most tutorials because we keep it super simple, nothing fancy, and dirt cheap. And then most hosts have a WordPress hosting, also known as a managed WordPress hosting option, which is more expensive. However, SiteGround has figured out how to keep the prices the same for the web hosting, which we're looking at right here, and also for the WordPress hosting. So when we click to WordPress hosting, we can see we get all sorts of other essential WordPress features. Obviously, we don't want to miss out on that, and that's basically the reason we're going to get managed WordPress hosting instead of the web hosting. Same price, more features. Those features include awesome things like the free WordPress install, so you don't need to know any code to complete this tutorial whatsoever. Free WordPress migrator, so you can come from a different place and move your WordPress site here. Free SSL, so you get the secure padlock icon and you can accept credit cards better for your website, make people all confident in you, and lots more that you don't want to miss out on, especially if you're new to WordPress and this is the first time you're going to make a WordPress website. So that's why I want everyone to sign up for managed WordPress hosting, and why I want you to use the link beneath the video to get to the correct page. Okay, so now that we all understand that, we can just move forward, and even though they're saying the best seller is the Grow Big, we're on a budget today, so we're just going to go with Startup, crafted for a great WordPress start. And now you can click on the Get Plan button. Okay guys, so step 1 was just choosing the plan that we did right there. So that's done, and now I'll walk you through all of step 2 and step 3 so that you can move forward and install your WordPress software flawlessly, and I'll try to answer any questions that might come up along the way, but also let me know in the comments. Alright, so the next order of business is to enter your domain name. If you have a new one, click the top box here and pop in your new domain name. Or if you already own a domain, like from GoDaddy or somewhere else, just check this bottom box and then write in, the domain you already purchased, .com, net, whatever it is, and then go ahead and proceed and get your hosting. And then after we get our hosting, I'll pop in and I'll show you how to connect your hosting to your domain name. That's just how that works. So if you already have a domain name you want to use, no problem at all. Just pop it in and then go ahead and register your hosting, and then we'll connect the two things. But in my case, I have a new idea for a domain name and I want to get everything at SiteGround today. So I'm going to click register a new domain and then pop in SiteGround website WP guide. Alright, then on the right you'll see a drop down menu for .com, but there's also plenty of other options that could be cool, like .net, .org, .biz. Go ahead and choose from any of them. The .com is the most recognizable. That's probably what people will think of when they think of your site. Like, nobody imagines visiting facebook.org when someone tells them to go to Facebook. And the .com is also the most profitable if you want to sell your website someday. However, any of these other domain names might be helpful to tell people what you're about, like you're about clothing or coffee, and you can rank in Google pretty much just as good with any domain name extension here. That's what these are called, extensions. Alright, so keep in mind if you pick something like expert, it might charge you a little more for that registration. You can see that price jumped up, or you can try out the different options. Some are a little bit more premium, like plumbing. So let's go back to that .com and now move forward. Alright, and click proceed. Alright, cool. The next order of business is to create our account. So with SiteGround, we just need an email and a password, and you have an account. Alright, so I'm just going to pop in my email. Alright, and a password. Alright, and then confirm the password, and we're done with that. Scrolling down, you can give yourself some client information. So this is like if you have a business, or a company rather, that goes in right here. In our case, they just want to know a little bit about yourself as, whatever sort of business you are at the moment. Could just be a small blog or an entrepreneur. Gonna go ahead and fill that all in. If SiteGround asks for your full postcode, just Google yourself and you can get the full 9-digit postcode. And then phone number. Alright, good job. Now we can come down to payment information here. Alright, so just pop in your payment information like you would at any sort of online shopping experience, like at Apple, Amazon, eBay, Ebates, wherever you shop online. Alright, and of course, like any major business, SiteGround will keep all of your information 100% secure, guys. So I'm just going to blank this out here and enter in my payment info. Alright, sorry guys, getting a lot of text here. You'll see that SiteGround also accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover, so I hope that helps you out. But if you can only pay with PayPal or Venmo or something for some reason, let me know. I'm sure we can figure out a solution for you with SiteGround. So now we're done with that. We're going to come down to our purchase information, and this is basically super easy. We just have to confirm that we're getting what we want. So we have a plan, startup. If you want to change the plan, I think you can hit this little refresh button. But we're good with startup. We like that because that's the cheapest way to install WordPress at SiteGround. Data center you might want to take a look at. If you have an audience that's in a different part of the world, then you might want to opt for one of the other headquarter data centers at SiteGround so that your servers and information are closer to your audience. So you might want to go with UK or Singapore or Europe, for example. I think that one's in Amsterdam. So just keep your audience in mind there. Next up, we have our term period, which is how long you're registering hosting for. I really like 12 months. My first hosting order ever I got was for 12 months, and that gave me a perfect amount of time to learn how to blog, how to use WordPress, how to make money with WordPress, and set me up for success. But if you choose 24 months or 36 months, you will see that you get a slightly better value, and that is just because you pay a little bit less per month. So for example, the price of 12 months is this down here. But if you went for 24 months, the price is not quite double that. All right, so incrementally, you'll pay a little bit less if you register more hosting up front. And if you know you need your website for 3 years, that might be a good choice. I've certainly have kept mine for almost 10 years now. So 12 months though is great for today. We're gonna keep that. Hosting price is cool. All right, and of course you get that discount locked in. It's normally $11.95 with the regular price, but because you use my link, we've secured the best discount. So congrats on that. And now we can just come down to extra services. All right, so if you want anything extra, if you're worried about privacy or if you're worried about having regular monitoring, go for these two. There's certainly good quality services that SiteGround delivers, but like I said before, we're on a budget, so just gonna keep the domain for now, and I believe we can add these later on if you want. All right, so that brings us to our total for this price right here. In our case, it's 63 and change, which comes out to about $5 a month if we divided it by 12. We get the amazing WordPress services of SiteGround. You can install WordPress with one click in the next step without any coding knowledge, and then you basically get the same website as the major blogs and major players in your niche. Huge businesses like Mashable, Forbes, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Katy Perry, Walt Disney, Time Magazine, they're all using WordPress, and it's really awesome to me that for this small price, you can be on the same level playing field with those brands. All right, really cool. To top it off, you also get a 30-day money-back policy, and if you're interested in learning how to make money with WordPress, just drop me a note in the comments. I have some fun resources on that. All right, so that's all I'll say for now. I'm super excited. Let's go ahead now and just check I confirm, and I'd like to receive news and offers. Sure, why not? We like SiteGround. And in the next step, we'll install your own copy of WordPress together. All right, so let's click Pay Now, and let's move on to the next step. Let's do it. Okay, so you get the thank you screen here, and now it's time to head to our email inboxes. All right, guys, so pretty quickly, you should get important information about your new hosting account. Let's just open that up. All right, and now we can scroll down and it says your new account is live. So that took about like 5 seconds, maybe less, pretty cool. And now it's gonna say you can set up your website, start a new brand, blah, blah, blah. Let's go ahead and let's launch the wizard. Okay. Oh, and before I forget, there's an important step for your domain name. If you bought a domain name like I just did at SiteGround, come back here to this email and it'll say complete your domain verification. Your new domain was successfully registered and pointed to your new hosting account. You will receive an additional verification mail. It's very important that you click the link. So that's what we have to do. Let's go back to the inbox. Boom. All right, we got the verification required option. Open that up and go ahead and click on this link to approve domain. All right, that should be done. I think SiteGround just wanted to confirm that we're not like a spam bot alien. We can try refreshing that. And let's click it one more time to make sure it worked. Okay, so that should be all done. All right, perfect. Now we can go back to our SiteGround wizard where we were before, and we're gonna set up your new startup hosting account. All right, so let's check start a new website, and we're gonna just select the WordPress software, although there's some other cool options here you might wanna try later. Now let's scroll down and let's pop in our admin email where it's gonna send your WordPress login, so make sure to get that right. Next up is your username, which will show up on your WordPress blog post as by this person, so don't put like cutie pie pizza lover or something. Keep it professional. And because they want the 8 to 20, we're gonna go with our full name without the space, and just to make it easier, let's just do it all lowercase. All right, then we have our password here. So try to make that at least medium and strong if you can. I don't know about you, but whenever I'm thinking of new passwords, I come up with the weirdest words. It's really tough. I'm like, why am I even thinking of these words? But that should do it, and then we're gonna click confirm. All right, now let's review these details to make sure we got it right. So you've requested to install WordPress on your account, perfect. They're gonna process that in a moment. Enhance your account, we could do domain privacy, no thanks, and we could do malware, also no thanks. So just another little upsell here that we're gonna say no thanks to, but you know, if you wanna do that, feel free to. And now we are ready to confirm again, and SiteGround should be installing WordPress for us. All right. So confirm, then check this box at the bottom, and now let's click complete setup. Let's do it. All right, good time to take a quick break or get a drink of water. Good job, guys. So that worked successfully. Your hosting account is ready to use. Let's proceed to customer area. All right, and we're in. So let's explore a little bit. We can click My Accounts. And from here, we can go to cPanel if we want. Proceed and check that out. All right, so cPanel is like the traditional website designer tool. If you hired someone in your town and they charged you like $500 to a couple $1,000 to make a website, they would probably do it with this tool. In any case, now you have this tool, so you can become that web designer if you want to explore these options. I'm just going to go back to our home though. All right, and now click on My Accounts again. Keep exploring. All right, so we have our installations here. Our first WordPress installation is up and running. So why don't we check that out and see if it's working. Let's click Go to Admin Panel. All right, and this takes us to our WordPress login screen, so that's awesome. But I'm actually going to go back and I'm going to show you how to actually open that in a new window, which would be to right click on Go to Admin Panel and open in a new tab. So we keep our user area open. All right, on your login screen, I recommend bookmarking it for future reference, so you don't have to type in like some long link. But if you do want to type it in the future and you get logged out, it's just going to be your domain name. So sorry about that. So ours is sitegroundwebsitewp.com/wp-admin. That's how everyone gets to the login page once they are comfortable using WordPress. Takes you right here. All right, cool. And then back in our users area, there's that step for people that registered their domain name somewhere other than SiteGround, say at GoDaddy, Namecheap, for example. If that's the case for you, I want you to just open up your information and settings here. And then you're going to be presented with account DNS. That will be 2 lines, which are known as name servers. So the first one is what I've highlighted here. And the second name server is what I've highlighted here. All you need to do is enter those 2 name servers in wherever you bought your domain name. For example, at GoDaddy, by entering these 2 name servers at wherever you bought your domain name and then clicking save, you will connect your domain name to your hosting because these 2 things represent your hosting account and tell your domain name where the hosting account is. In our case, it's at SiteGround. All right, super exciting. Let me know any questions, guys and gals. And with that said, we can go back to our installations area, and now we can proceed and create a WordPress website. So either click on Go to Admin Panel or just open up your new domain name with the /wp-admin like I showed you a second ago, and we're going to go ahead and log in. So the username we created, the password we created, click Remember Me, and log in. Alright guys, it says welcome to your WordPress site. We know that learning WordPress takes time. We've prepared a quick customization wizard that will help you choosing design and adding functionality to your site. So probably theme and plugins is what I'm thinking. Let's see what they got for us, and let's click Start Now. Alright, great guys, so here's where you can pick one of the themes that SiteGround recommends. The coolest thing here is you can make your website into a niche website right away. In the olden days, you'd have to build everything from scratch, but now we can just click on something like travel and you'll have a travel website right out of the box. Ideally in the future, I want to make you guys a unique individual tutorial on how to do each one of these things and then customize it into like a real wedding or travel or whatever website. But because this is just a generic video on how to make a WordPress website at SiteGround, we can just go with whatever you feel like right now. So how about magazine? Because I get a lot of questions on how to create a magazine style website or blog where you can show off like a lot of content at once and people can choose like from all your blog posts. So once you're inside a specific category, we can just click on whatever catches our fancy, like news site looks good. And then it should give us a loaded up preview. Okay, cool. So we get the nice social icons, we get the logo, the search bar where it should be, and of course really cool magazine style content where people can see everything from your blog post image to who wrote it, the date, the category, the continue reading button. Looking really fun. I would definitely read this blog. So once you have one of these selected, and of course you can look at as many as you want, let's just click select in the upper right. Alright, and it's going to say great choice. The design you've chosen comes with sample data that's enabled by Elementor. All right, so we will install Elementor on your site. What does that mean? That just means that SiteGround is offering to install a page builder called Elementor for us. That way you'll be able to keep making and adding stuff to this site from within Elementor. So most cool themes these days, like the one we've selected, need a page builder, which just lets you build more within that theme. Elementor seems to be the best page builder ever pretty much at the moment, so there's really no harm in adding Elementor along with our theme. It's all drag and drop, so you get to use the feel of like Blogger or somewhere where drag and drop is the mainstream, and it's free. So let's confirm it, and then it's going to ask us if we want to get some functionality. That means plugins in WordPress. We have contact form selected. If you want, you can make a shop, and if you want, you can do some stuff like a calendar, and Jetpack if you want to install some features from WordPress.com. We'll go with 3 out of 4 and hit continue. And more plugins, more plugins, more plugins. Up to you. I've used the Yoast SEO plugin, so we can do that one. That'll just make it so you have a blog post SEO checklist, so you know how to write the proper keywords and tailor your blog post to rank in Google. And then, yeah, these are both great, but we're just going to go with the SEO one and complete it. And you're really getting to see all the managed WordPress tools that SiteGround came with for free. Super fun. And setting you up for a future of WordPress success. Alright, and now SiteGround has worked their magic and our site is ready for us. Congrats. So you have the option to either go to the dashboard or view the site. Let's go to the dashboard, and that way we can see how the back end of WordPress looks. Alright, so this is your WordPress, and it looks a little bit more powerful and styled out because we are using managed WordPress. So the default WordPress installs don't have these buttons typically if you just got like a really basic hosting plan, but yours does. So take that world. Yeah, we can view the site by clicking this button. And here you have it. So now if you followed the tutorial and you chose your SiteGround theme, maybe you chose this one, this is what the whole world will see. So pretty cool, really no complaints. From my end here, let's see what happens if you click world, science, politics. They obviously have a lot of demo posts here, so you can either delete them or you can edit them. To go to the editing window where you would change up a post, let's say we're on the home page right here, clicked on our logo, and we want to edit this post, which looks like Santorini. We can just open it. I just clicked on the image. You get this really nice wide header image, which is also a parallax image. Super cool, and you can just click edit post at the top. Alright, so that's a pretty gripping title. Traveling does more than exposing you to new culture, but if you want to change the title, you just edit that right here. You want to change the body of the post, you can edit that right here in the middle. So, my first edit, boom. And if you want to scroll down, you can find the image, which is at the top of the post. We're just going to close this. Actually, nope, we have to be up at the top here, and you can click on document and then open featured image, and that is the image that's at the top of the post here. So if you want to change it, just click on it, open up your media library, and you can go ahead and easily choose a different image. Just highlight it and hit select. But we're going to keep the Santorini picture, so that's super cool. Definitely want to look at that some more. And once you're ready with your updates, you can just update the post. Alright. We can also get rid of that typo on traveling. Update again. And once you're ready, you can just view the post. Alright, so that's how to make a basic post edit here. There's obviously a lot more to change, like your sidebar, everything from the news and all that. These are widgets. For example, everything in the sidebar is a widget. If you hover on your site title up here, you can click widgets, and that's where you change stuff in your sidebar. You can get rid of them by opening them and deleting them if you want, and then they will be gone. All right, obviously it's going to take a little bit of time getting used to your WordPress dashboard, but this is what all the pros use to blog, and it does get easier with time. Just a little bit of trial and error, and you will become a master. And if you get into a roadblock, or if you can't figure out, how to edit these social icons at the top, for example, that's what I'm here for. Just ask in the comments, and I'll get back to you hopefully the same day. Just before we leave, one cool thing that SiteGround did for us is if you go to Appearance and click Themes, WordPress is like so modern these days. SiteGround actually installed a theme for us along with the plugins. So when we chose that we wanted a news site, it was like, okay, I'm going to give you a news site, which is a version of the Ocean WP theme. So they put in this really cool theme, which is like a framework for our whole site. And then on top of that, they added the news site, which is the magazine site we're looking at right here. So you get the beauty of Ocean WP and all the cool features in the background, and then you get also the news site. That's just one way that WordPress has become so modern, and you don't have to do it from scratch. You can install like a template on top of a theme like Ocean WP. So really good theme to go with. You also have 2019 if you want to check that out. That's pretty new. We should have a demo coming out on how to update that soon. And yeah, I'm here to help you editing any part of WordPress or learning any one of these tabs. If you click plugins, you'll see that you have a full list of plugins that we chose in our SiteGround suite. So we have Elementor, that's our page builder. Ocean Extra lets you get more out of the theme, like more widgets, so on and so forth. SG Optimizer, I'm not sure. Events Calendar, you have a free calendar. WooCommerce, you have a shop. WordPress Importer, that just lets you bring in like other WordPress sites. And I won't bore you with the other ones, but the last thing I'll say is Yoast SEO will let you make these blog posts Google friendly right away. If you open up one of them and you click edit post again, you'll get to the Yoast SEO checklist at the bottom where it says Yoast SEO, and the whole point there is to choose a focus keyword that you want this post to rank for in Google, like visit to Santorini, and then the idea is that you're supposed to insert these keywords in as many places as they recommend throughout the post. And to get advice on where to put that keyword, you can just open up the SEO analysis. Alright, so that's a little bit about your new WordPress, guys. It only gets better as you play around with it more, and I know you can make the blogosphere a better place and dominate with WordPress. Like I said, if you get stuck, that's what I'm here for. Hope you enjoyed learning how to make this super cool demo of a random website with SiteGround, and I hope I showed you a little bit of how you can use SiteGround to create an amazing WordPress website here from scratch. Alright, so thanks so much for watching, because I really enjoyed making this for you guys. Please make sure to rate the video if you learned anything here, and definitely comment even if you're just going to say hello. I'd love to hear from you. It makes my day. If you have any blogging friends that want to start a blog and you want to feel all cool and show them the way with WordPress, I'd love if you shared the link to this tutorial with them so they can get started too. And yeah, thanks so much. I'm Greg Narayan. I'll talk to you soon.